other thing I was reading about is connected to the election. You see, there's a lot of women who are threatening to go on a sex strike because they're mad that Trump won, so they're threatening to go on a sex strike. That's what I'm going to tell people. That it's not that I'm not getting laid. I'm on a sex strike. I'm mad that Dukakis lost in '88, so I'm not banging anybody. I'm not. Would you ever go? Would you know any women who want a sex strike for the election? Do you know any women who want a sex strike? I mean, women who want a sex strike when they see me for almost 60
just
years
some
now.
principled ladies.
Just don't be they get nauseous. I guess I'm not sure, but they want a sex strike. You know any women who want a sex strike, Paul?
I don't know anybody who actually did that for this.
Yeah.
But for religious purposes.
I don't even know if that goes on anymore. I think that went out the window a long time ago too. Sometime around 1965 or so, women stopped taking religion serious. I don't think that matters anymore either. But do you know anybody on the sex strike, Steve?
Well, I think they're all full of shit, first of all. And I think it's No Shave November, and I think that the men will last longer not shaving this month than the women will not having sex. And second of all, just know that they've been striking against me for a long time now. So it doesn't matter who I voted for or who won the election. We're going to fuck me anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Believe me, I've had women on a sex strike against me for they'll find any excuse. And it doesn't matter. Any excuse, they'll have a sex strike. But yeah, I think that I think people when they give something up for Lent, that'll last longer than these sex strikes. Most of the women who want a sex strike, it's not like anybody's missing them. It's not like any guys say, "Oh man, I can't believe she's not coming around anymore." You know.
Well, this is what they'll do. They'll let the guys stick it in their butt, but not in their vagina. That's why it's not breaking the rules of the sex strike if they do anal. You know?
Yeah, that's right. That doesn't
butt scabs.
That way they can keep their integrity, their election integrity, by only taking the ass. That's a good idea. They only give hand jobs, and they're still sticking to that election integrity because they're only giving hand jobs. Yeah, that's right. That's a good idea.
I don't care. We can vote for Trump like a third time and have the sex strike just continue even longer.
Yeah, most of those women, believe me, their husbands and their boyfriends are grateful that they're on a sex strike. They didn't notice, most of the guys. They were like, "Oh, thank God, she's not coming around. I'm going to vote for Hitler next time to keep her away from me a few days longer."
But first of all, there's a couple things as a man to be polite around women. You don't cuss around women, don't smoke around women, and you don't say you voted Republican around women. You just don't do that, whether you do or not. You just probably vote for Kamala.
Every woman I know curses and smokes. You don't curse and smoke around women? I don't know.
No,
Steve's a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman. You're a gentleman. You tell them you voted for Kamala and you don't smoke or cuss around them. That's the rules of being a man.
But they're going to know you're lying when you tell them you voted for Kamala. And they're not going to buy that. No guy voted for Kamala.
I know. Exactly. Thank you. No guy voted for Kamala.
They're not going to buy that. They're not going to buy that at all.
No. They want us to vote for Trump. That's what they want. Like, secretly in the bedroom, they want a Trump vote guy.
They want a guy who's bleeding out of his ear going, fight, before he gets on top of them. That's absolutely right.
They want a Kamala in the streets and a Trump voter in the sheets. That's what they want.
There it is. Kamala in the streets and Trump in the sheets. Get that bumper. Somebody working on that bumper sticker. That's awesome.
Exist.
There it is. There it is. Sex strike. What a reason for a sex. You think it'd be something, they get something out of it for a sex strike, jewelry, a new TV. They're sex striking for Kamala Harris.
How long is the strike supposed to last? Like, what's the leverage for?
Until they had their first wine night. They come over for their first book club meeting with it, having too much wine, and they want to get laid again.
It's supposed to be until the next presidential election. So 4 years of no sex, Which, they get to choose to do that. It just happens to guys, But they forget that we could just pay for sex, There
you go. For me, a 4-year dry spell, I call that normal. I wouldn't exactly notice if somebody was striking against me. You'd have to hit me with a hammer for me to notice. I wouldn't notice.
Comedy.